I'll say. Watch the brutal moment a bride is called fat by her own mum the moment she walks out in a wedding dress. The bride's mum ended up choosing a different dress for her to buy. A bride-to-be was brought down to earth with a bump after being called fat when trying on her dream wedding dress. Rhiannon McGuinness appeared on Say Yes to the Dress UK and was excited to try on a princess-style tulle Ronald Joyce gown in the shop, which cost £1,566. Speaking to consultant Jemma, the bride said it was her top choice in the shop and she wanted the A-line shape to suit her, pear shape, and curves. Rhiannon, who has been her childhood sweetheart fiance Ryan since she was 16, explained, "I'm really excited to try this dress because it's very glitzy, it's very glam. I love the glitter, I love the metallic belt." However, her dreams were left shattered when her mum gave her rather honest opinion as she walked out the changing room. Mum Kim didn't hold back as she shook her head, gave 2 thumbs down and immediately announced, "It's a no, it makes you look fatter." Her shocked maid of honor and fiance's family clearly didn't know how to react to the comment and were left in nervous giggles. Rhiannon replied, "Say it how it is. My mum says exactly what she thinks, but it is the F-bomb, the word no bride wants to hear." Kim hastily dug herself in a hole continuing, "I didn't say fat, I said fatter," with consultant Jemma exclaiming, "Fatter." Rhiannon said, "That's suggesting I'm already fatter, that's even worse." Kim said, "I was commenting on the dress, not you. It's not showing off your figure." Jemma tried to move the awkward incident along by suggesting Rhiannon try another dress for her upcoming Colchester nuptials. Thankfully Rhiannon didn't seem too heartbroken at her mum's very honest comments. She explained, "My mum is my best friend, and she knows me better than I know myself. I love her honesty. If I feel strongly that I like something and she feels strongly that it's not right, she won't think, Rhiannon likes that so I'll be quiet now, it will be head to head." Meanwhile, Kim explained, "I suppose I had so many years thinking for her. Mum knows best." Thankfully, the bride did manage to say yes to the dress in the episode and ended up opting for a £2,835 Randy Finoli dress, which did have Mum Kim's seal of approval. Trying on the floral gown with thin straps in the dressing room that her mum had picked out for her, Rhiannon gushed, "Oh, I do love it. I really, really love it. I adore it. I've just been overwhelmed by it." And when Kim saw it, she burst into tears. She shared, "It's beautiful because it shows off your figure perfectly. It's just right." After purchasing the gown, Rhiannon shared, "So my mum picked out my dress. In a way I'm surprised, but in a way I'm kind of not because she does know me better than I know myself. Mums know best as they say." Viewers of the show were quick to chime in on the incident, with one saying, "Attention mothers, if you call your daughter fat when she is trying on a wedding dress, you will make her paranoid. It's not a difficult concept to understand." A second added, "There is nothing wrong with her shape, she's got a wonderful womanly figure." Say yes to the dress, and Kleinfeld bridal designer coming to MT. Lebanon boutique. Wedding dress designer Hayley Page says that the moment a bride steps into her gown is sacred. "In a world that's constantly evolving, that moment remains sacred," said Page, who will be at bridal beginning in MT. Lebanon on Thursday. "It transcends trend or extravagance, it's pure expression. For so many women, this is their couture experience, an emotional exchange that feels almost like a red carpet moment wrapped in sentiment and soul." Helping to create that moment once again is Page, 40, of Hayley Page. You might know her from appearances on TLC's Say Yes to the Dress, and as one of the designers at Kleinfeld Bridal in New York City. She is back after a 5-year hiatus due to a legal battle with a previous employer. Page lost the rights to design wedding dresses due to an unpaid non-compete, which also prohibited her from using her own name in any business or commerce, or even from publicly identifying and controlling her personal social media accounts, she said. In 2024, an appellate court ruled that her previous employer failed to prove ownership of her social media pages. She settled with the previous employer to be able to create again under her name in a bankruptcy court, Page said. As part of her return tour, she is visiting bridal shops across the U.S. She chose Bridal Beginning because the store has such a heart-driven team. "They're true stylists and trusted bridal resources," Page said. "They know how to make a bride feel comfortable and beautifully herself. For me, having my collection represented here in Pittsburgh feels incredibly full circle, especially after everything it took to reclaim my name and return to bridal design." Pamela Olivo, founder and creative director at Bridal Beginning in MT. Lebanon, co-owns the shop with her husband, Pat Olivo. They have more than 2,500 dresses and have carried Paige's designs since she began. I hope with all the changes in the world that we never lose this special life moment for brides and the experience of finding the perfect dress, Pamela Olivo said. It's about elevating the experience to find the dress you love. Paige said she loves interacting with brides and the people who accompany the bride to a dress shop. She welcomes feedback and reactions to her line. The search for the gown isn't just about a say yes to the dress moment, Paige said. It's about the celebration of creative freedom, community, and brides who still believe in a little magic, she said. While she said she never really envisioned being on television, TLC's Say Yes to the Dress ended up feeling like a natural extension of what she already does. They made it easy to just be myself, to be in the moment with a bride, Paige said. For me, it was never about whether she chose a Hailey Paige gown or not, it was about making sure she felt as beautiful and as special as she truly is. That part, being her advocate and her hype woman in real time, was the real magic of it. I'm endlessly inspired by the idea that a gown can hold memory, meaning, and transformation all at once. Each dress is inspired by her own life. Paige lives in Palm Beach, Florida, with her fiance, and is designing her own wedding gown. Her style is offbeat, she said, a juxtaposition of color and texture. A graduate of Cornell University with a degree in fiber science and apparel design, Paige has had a love of fashion since she was 7 years old and wanted to use her grandmother's Singer sewing machine. My gowns are like love letters, stitched with optimism, authenticity, and just a hint of rebellion, Paige said. Joanne Klimovich-Harrop is a Trib Live reporter covering the region's diverse culinary scene and unique homes. She writes features about interesting people. The Edward R. Murrow Award-winning journalist began her career as a sports reporter. She has been with the Trib for 26 years and is the author of A Daughter's Promise. She can be reached at jharrop@triblive.com.